All right, boys and girls, we are back. We're going to take a quick second here. Um, Actually, what we're going to do is take a look at this. That right there. Now, and again, I know, I've got folks that watch the VOD after the fact. But if you've seen the stream the last 2 days, you've seen Angry Stone Dog smash Stone Dog, angry, smash, angry, smash, smash, angry. So what's the change here? Well, part of it comes from what Cyber you said about how you noticed some of my gameplay and the suggestions to I think one of the things that you said was, stop jumping around, stop, you're all over the place. When you're steady with your movements, you're much better. um Part of it though, and Money Bunny, I see you're in here. I don't know if you're watching, but I see you're in chat. Part of it comes from something I said last week about how I've got to start to take Fortnite gameplay and streaming in the same mindset as how we look at a golf tournament. And so, and we're going to go back to the just chatting screen here because you can obviously see this one lone game right here, by the way, no floor loot. We dropped, didn't get anything. We tried to sneak away, didn't work for us. That's the only zero that we've got up there in what, 2, 4, 6, 7 games. In 7 games, and now we've been playing for what, an hour and a half. So, and on Saturday and Sunday, if we'd played an hour and a half, we'd played 103 games. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. So going back to the just chatting. So what I did was, and this is something a friend of mine, who was actually my first true golf coach. His name's Derek Ingram. At the time, he was just a golf pro. He had coached a university team, both a men's and a ladies team, but he was starting to get recognized as one of the better coaches in Canada, and eventually he became a top 100 coach in North America in Golf Digest. Currently, he is the coach for the Canadian National Junior Men's Team, which is, while it's Canadian golf, there are still some great Canadian players on the PGA Tour right now. As a matter of fact, Corey Connors, the guy who won the tournament right before the Masters, and I'm drawing a blank on it. I want to say it was Houston. I think it was Houston. Corey won that tournament in order to be able to get to the Masters, to the PGA, all of these tournaments. That's one of his former Canadian Junior National Men's Team members. So this particular drill, I came to him after I'd missed 11 straight playing ability tests to get my PGA of Canada card. And I came to him at the suggestion of my first head pro and a good friend of mine. I won't give his name out because I probably shouldn't have given the other guy's name out, but I did. And you'd figure it out anyways. But I went to him and we spent about 5 minutes in the driving range. And he goes, clearly, you've got the swing. So it's a mental block. There's something with your mental approach that doesn't work. So we came back in and we spent the next 55 minutes of the 60-minute lesson talking about the mental aspects of the game. And I don't know how well this is going to show up, but that's what he had me do, was draw a circle, and then everything outside the circle was, okay, what do you think? What happens? What are you feeling? What do you know leads to bad golf? And I want you to write it all down. And of course, it takes me 2.5 minutes to write 27 different things down. And he goes, okay, now inside the circle, I want you to write down what you think, what you feel, how you react when you play good golf. And I sat there for probably 2 minutes, and he just let that uncomfortable silence rule. I mean, he literally just, it's like, okay, tell you what, I'm going to help you out, because everybody, the first time they do this, everybody gets this wrong, or can't do this, because we're our own worst enemies. So he said, is your focus better? Are you thinking about the shot in front of you, or are you thinking about the shot behind you, or that you just made? So I start to write these things down, and then what he did was he had me take that piece of paper and cut the circle out, which obviously I'm doing right now. And I'm not paid to stay between the lines, so I don't give a flying flip about between the lines. So he goes, all of this stuff, all of the outside stuff, that's bad golf. And I'll give you an example of what I wrote for bad Fortnite. Quick to anger, blame epic mechanics, W-key it, no awareness, field of vision, tunnel vision, lament my loadout, which means basically I hate my loadout. No defensive thoughts or builds, blame third partying, no deep center breathing, no focus. Don't adapt to bad landings, make the same mistakes time and time again, overall poor decision making. Inside, for good Fortnite playing, I put positive mental attitude, PMA, work with the loadout I get, accept bad beats, rotate well and efficiently, engage properly, situational awareness, build effectively or efficiently for offense and defense. That last game is a prime example of not building effectively for defense, because that guy had to come to me out of his build. And I was concerned about trying to take him down without paying attention to the guy that was coming at me, that was trying to get into the circle. And everybody's coming to me. I'm in the perfect position to take everybody down. Bad defensive building. Farm mats efficiently, quick reaction to situational changes, know my surroundings. That's the same thing there. And understand when to engage our community, as in you folks. Because sometimes I'll be talking to you folks, not paying attention to what I'm doing in game, and then I suddenly go, oh, you're a fucking bot, and now it's, okay, call a priest, because it's Stone Dog Smash. So what he did was, he said, this right here, crumple that up, throw that out, because that's bad golf, that's bad Fortnite, that's bad Stone Dog Fortnite. This right here is good Stone Dog Fortnite. That literally is the change here. Now, that's not to say that I'm not going to go on a streak of 13 straight zeros, although that'd be highly unlikely. But that right there, good Stone Dog Fortnite, that can be used for anything in any portion of our life. If we get into a rut, into a situation, so many times we don't know how to dig ourselves out, we've got the own answers. And I know I got up in a soapbox. I know I'm preaching a little bit. But that's, if we just take a moment to look, to step back and examine the situation from the good side and from the bad side, and then realize that we control the good side, we control what we put in the good circle, it gets easier. It gets